I remember the day I decided to chase financial freedom. It was a moment of clarity, a realization that I wanted more from life. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck, stressed about bills. The constant worry was taking a toll on my mental and physical health. I wanted options, choices, and the ability to say yes to opportunities. Sound familiar? The dream of financial freedom isn't just about money. It's about the freedom to live life on your own terms. Millions of folks feel this way. The struggle is real and widespread, affecting people from all walks of life. Like many, I turned to the internet for a plan. I devoured blogs, listened to podcasts, and watched countless videos. The wealth of information was overwhelming, but also inspiring. I even bought a couple of books, though I admit I didn't finish them. Each resource offered a new perspective, a new strategy to consider. I was fired up, ready to conquer the world of finance. My kitchen table became my command center, filled with notebooks and financial papers. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined. The path to financial freedom is like climbing a steep hill. It requires effort, persistence, and a lot of determination. Little did I know, life had other plans. Unexpected expenses, market fluctuations, and personal setbacks tested my resolve. My journey to financial freedom hit more than a few bumps in the road. Each obstacle was a lesson, a chance to adapt and grow stronger in my pursuit. The first step was budgeting. Sounds simple, right? Track your income and expenses. See where your money is going. Easy peasy. Except it wasn't. I tried those fancy budgeting apps, but I always forgot to log every purchase. Then I switched to a spreadsheet, which quickly became more complicated than my taxes. Turns out, knowing where your money goes and where it goes are two very different things. Those small daily expenses, like coffee and takeout, added up faster than I could track them. Next up, tackling debt. It's a challenge many of us face, and it often feels like a never-ending battle. Credit cards, student loans, car payments, you name it, I had it. Each one seemed to add another layer of stress and complexity to my financial life. My plan was to snowball my debt, pay off the smallest balance first, then roll that payment into the next smallest, and so on. It seemed like a solid strategy, and I was determined to make it work. I started strong, making extra payments and cutting back on unnecessary spending. I even cut up a few credit cards to avoid the temptation of using them. But then, life threw a curveball. Unexpected expenses started to pile up, and it felt like I was constantly putting out financial fires. My car broke down, requiring an expensive repair. It was a blow to my already fragile financial situation. Suddenly, my carefully crafted budget went out the window. All the progress I had made seemed to vanish overnight. I had to dip into my emergency fund, which wasn't nearly big enough, and rack up more credit card debt just to stay afloat. It was a frustrating and disheartening experience. Debt felt like a monster I couldn't escape. No matter how hard I tried, it always seemed to find a way to come back stronger. But I knew I couldn't give up. I had to keep fighting, one step at a time. Section 4, Step 3, Investing, High Hopes, Hard Lessons. With my debt snowball derailed, investing felt like a distant dream. The idea of putting money into the stock market seemed almost laughable when I could barely keep up with my bills. I knew I needed to invest for the future, but with my finances in disarray, it felt impossible. Every time I thought about investing, I was reminded of the mountain of debt I was under. I dabbled in the stock market, buying shares of companies I knew little about. I was chasing quick wins, hoping for a miracle that would solve all my financial problems. I even put some money into a guaranteed return investment that turned out to be anything but guaranteed. It was a harsh lesson in the reality of too good to be true promises. I learned the hard way that investing without a solid financial foundation is like building a house on sand. No matter how promising the investment seemed, it was bound to fail without a stable base. It's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. The experience taught me the importance of financial stability and the need for a well-thought-out investment strategy. Section 5. External factors. Life throws a curveball. Looking back, I realized that my financial plan failed for several reasons. I wasn't honest with myself about my spending habits, I underestimated the power of unexpected expenses, and I let my emotions dictate my investment decisions. But there were also external factors at play. The economy took a downturn, impacting my job security and income. And unexpected medical bills added another layer of financial strain. Life happens. And sometimes, despite our best intentions, things don't go according to plan. But that doesn't mean we should give up on our financial goals. Section 6. Conclusion. A new perspective on financial freedom. My journey to financial freedom didn't go as planned, but it taught me valuable lessons about budgeting, debt, investing, and the importance of having a solid financial plan. Financial freedom isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding what works for you, adjusting your sails when necessary, and never giving up on your goals. Don't let my story discourage you. Learn from my mistakes, build a strong foundation, and remember, the road to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint.